Cold, breezy, and brisk for this Veterans Day to start. More about that coming for you in just a moment when I return.
Right now, this morning, a deal in sight to end the government shutdown. We'll have the latest from Capitol Hill. And La Crosse could lose its Northside Library, the decision being made today. The government shutdown could end soon, but the problems likely won't. Why you will still feel the impacts for weeks. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Tuesday, November 11th. Happy Veterans Day out there to all of you. It is just about 6 a.m. and we'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jared in the Weather Center. He's tracking this cool, cold weather for us.
Right.
Good morning over there. You got the big letters behind you, cold.
Mother Nature's messing with us, man. Yeah, in fact, what we're going to happen is we're going to have this cold air this morning again. Then once we get in the afternoon, we're going to get to near seasonal average temperatures back into the 40s for us. So that's going to be a break. We'll start to see warmer conditions gradually build as we go into the next few days as well. But let me show you what's happening out there right now. The lows this early morning, 20s and 30s, but that's going to feel much colder on your skin as well. We have the wind gusts picking up to 30 miles per hour to finish out the morning hours, going into the afternoon and evening hours as well. We'll get into that as we finish out going into the wind chill. For the kids going to school this early morning, they'll be in the teens. For you going to work, you're going to be in the 20s. In fact, as you go to get your coffee later on for your coffee break, you're still holding on to those 20s, pretty much widespread. In fact, we'll also hold on to this as you get into the morning hours. You'll see at least some clearing, getting into some partly to mostly cloudy skies from the overcast conditions we had earlier this morning. And then back into the afternoon, we'll see partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the 30s and the 40s. Lingering into Eau Claire, well, you'll see a few clouds still holding on to partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies, giving into 20s, 30s, and 40s. High temperatures today, widespread in the 40s, as I mentioned before, so near seasonal by a couple of degrees. Lows tomorrow won't be as bad. They'll be in the 30s. And as we get into tomorrow, we'll also hold on to more temperatures in the 40s and the 50s. Back to you.
Thank you, Art. A breakthrough last night in Washington. The U.S. Senate advancing a bill to reopen the government. Taking a live look at the Capitol this morning, the Senate will be back in session here later today. The bill still needs final Senate approval and a House vote before it heads to the president's desk, as CBS's Bradley Blackburn reports.
The bill as amended is passed.
An end to the longest shutdown in U.S. history is in sight.
I think this is a great victory for the American people.
Last night, 8 Democratic caucus members in the U.S. Senate joined Republicans to pass a bill which would fund the government through January 30th. The measure reverses shutdown-related layoffs and guarantees back pay for federal workers. It also incorporates 3 year-long spending bills that include SNAP food assistance funding. Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman on his yes vote to Fox News.
It's the country over the party on this. I can't ever support that kind of tactic to hold our government as a hostage.
But the split has sparked backlash, especially since the deal did not include the Democrats' key demand of an extension of Affordable Care Act tax credits.
Given the fact that, as everybody knows, what the fight was about was health care, it was a loss.
Now some government workers are questioning if the shutdown was even worth it.
What's the point if the subsidies were the issue and that's not a part of the negotiated plan?
Senate GOP leaders say members are discussing the ACA with the promise of a vote sometime next month. But in the House, Speaker Mike Johnson has been non-committal.
I do not guarantee the outcome of legislation or dates or deadlines or anything.
The House is expected to take up the Senate's bill to reopen the government as soon as Wednesday. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
And Governor Tony Evers was in La Crosse yesterday urging the courts to protect food share benefits. Nearly 700,000 Wisconsinites, including 270,000 kids, rely on SNAP. The governor blasting the Trump administration.
The fact that they're trying to claw that back, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing for any president. The people that are part of this program deserve 100%.
Wisconsin processed full SNAP benefits Friday, but the U.S. Treasury later refused to reimburse Wisconsin grocers. State officials are telling SNAP recipients to keep using their benefits, and businesses should keep accepting them. The Hunger Task Force is getting help as it faces significant food shortages during this time of need. Darylyn Power Cooperative presented the nonprofit with a $2,500 check yesterday.
If we can get just one child to go to bed at night not hungry, we've accomplished something, and we're doing a lot more than just one. The Hunger Task Force is doing more than just one child every day. So I think it's great work, and we're happy to support it even in the slightest way.
Marine Credit Union Foundation presented a $10,000 check, part of a $30,000 donation to food banks across the state.
This year we just saw this as a great need, and our employees got really behind it, and we're excited to support this good work.
We are seeing an increase in demand right now and a decrease in donations. So I've been calling this the perfect storm, and when we partner with community organizations like this, it makes all the difference.
All branches of Marine Credit Union will host a food drive through December 31st. And the fate of La Crosse's Northside Library will be decided today. News 8 Now Seth Padilla is live from the downtown branch with those details for us. Seth.
Good morning, Alexandra. And that's right. The library board is considering two options. And that is keep both libraries open but cut hours. That means Northside would lose 16 hours a week and Maine would lose 4. That also means 2 full-time staff positions would be eliminated. Or another option is they close the Northside branch entirely. The Northside Library serves about 10% of total library users, averaging 51 visits a day compared to 695 at Maine. But advocates say closing the Northside Library could be hard on those families who can't easily get access or make their way to the other library locations. The meeting happens today at 5 p.m. at the Main Street location, the one that I am at currently right now. Live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you, Seth. We will keep you updated on what happens tonight. Meanwhile, the Smart Bus will keep rolling in La Crosse County for at least one more year. The county board voted 18-12 last night to add $157,000 to the budget. Dozens of residents called the service essential to get to work, school, and doctor's appointments.
SMART is not just a bus service, it's a lifeline. It's the bridge that connects people to opportunity, to healthcare, to family, and to hope. It's about saying to every person in our region, you matter and we will not leave you behind.
Many supervisors said they changed their minds after hearing testimony from riders and advocates. Board members say they hope the extra time will allow them to come together for a long-term plan. A Prairie du Chien police officer is on paid administrative leave while authorities investigate allegations of misconduct. According to PDC police, Officer Dwight Kushmal was placed on leave October 21st, just days after an anonymous Crime Stoppers tip launched the investigation. The chief said that early findings pointed to another officer, but investigators later connected Kushmal to the allegations. We're still waiting for specific details as the investigation is underway. A La Crosse man is facing a felony drug charge. 21-year-old Sage Hick is charged with possession with intent to deliver cocaine after authorities allegedly found more than 10 grams of white powder in his fanny pack. Hick was sentenced in 2023 for his role in the shooting death of 15-year-old Storm Vondrashek. He's free now on a $1,000 signature bond and due back in court later this month. An Arcadia Middle School ELA teacher tells every class when they come in for the first time, "You'll always be my students. You're stuck with me for life." That's a promise she will get them whatever they need to succeed, a promise that makes her this month's top-notch teacher.
It's the best profession in the world. I only wish it was my first year.
After 43 years of teaching, Nancy Thomas knows how to make her students feel at home.
Mrs. Thomas is like a very encouraging teacher.
Really tries hard to make her students feel like they're welcome. You know, we're not here just to educate them. We're here to take care of them.
You are so much more creative than you give yourself credit for.
Her nurturing spirit is well known throughout Arcadia Middle School.
Are you ready?
It's even earned her a special title.
And they call her Mrs. Thomas. You're our school mom.
It's a title I'll take any day.
A good mom knows what you need. It could be encouraging words to bring a student out of their shell in class.
They love my cookies, so maybe that's where the mom thing came from too.
Or maybe some daily essentials.
It's hard to concentrate and do well in school when sometimes your basic needs aren't met.
In her classroom, Thomas has a caring closet, offering everything from hygiene products to snacks.
It's really for anybody in the district. So if a teacher finds out that a child needs something that they don't have, then they come down, pick it up.
It's something she started years ago, using her own money to stock the shelves. Now, donations help support it. Sometimes her students ask her why people donate. Her answer? Because people care.
Hopefully we'll have that cycle continue, that when you see somebody who gives and wants to do something nice for you, even though they don't know you, you will do that in the future.
a closet to create a cycle of caring. It's enough to make any school mom proud.
Thank you.
Thomas says it takes a team to create a nurturing environment for kids to succeed, and she couldn't ask for a better team than the Arcadia community. On this Veterans Day, several local restaurants are offering free meals to vets and active military members. Hy-Vee serving breakfast. They just started doing that at 6 a.m. That'll go till 10 a.m. Blue Moon Restaurant will offer a free meal up to $15 with ID from 6 a.m. to 2. And Pizza Ranch, Milwaukee Burger Company, and Champions Riverside Resort also offering free meals today with your military ID. And the 13th annual Freedom Honor Flight Veterans Day breakfast is today. That'll take place at the UWL Fieldhouse from 7 to 10 for vets and their families with no RSVP required. The time now is 6:10. Still ahead on your morning news. The shutdown continuing to affect air travel. Now it's hitting close to home. We'll have those details. Visa and MasterCard striking a deal that could change your transactions. And even when the government reopens, SNAP benefits and flight delays could linger. We'll have more on that lasting impact. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Today, we honor the men and women who have served our country. Veterans Day marks the anniversary of the end of World War I, when the armistice took effect on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918. More than 18 million veterans live in the United States today, and we thank all of you for your service. As you start to wake up, we'll take a live look at the National Harbor. This is near Capitol Hill, sun shining right down on that this morning. Stay with us. Your morning consumer news is just after the break.
Maxwell White Plumbing stands behind every bathroom remodel. With over 700 five-star reviews, we guarantee you're going to love your new bathroom. And for a limited time, offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
Have you seen the new expansion at Sportsland inside Ace of La Crosse? Now there's more of what you need for hunting and fishing, gear, clothing, and equipment all in one place. With quality products, great prices, and expert advice, you'll find it all at Sportsland at Ace of La Crosse.
The Good Feet store just really helped me out. I mean, they gave me the right arch support for my feet, not somebody else's feet. Then it was like, okay, this is something special.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
I know it's intimidating. I just say don't be afraid and expand your mind a little bit. There's a lot of opportunities out there that you might not know of, and I definitely didn't know coming into this. It opened my eyes a little.
Having that growth mindset, having that desire, that passion to want to improve and better your life. Try to find your why. Why do you want to get up in the morning? Why do you want to get into the career that you want to get into? You know, I always sit down with them and say, hey, let's find your why together.
We hear it all the time. A company gives a homeowner a quote for replacement windows. When the homeowner hesitates, they drop the price by almost 50% if they sign today. Makes you wonder why they didn't offer that price to begin with.
They called us for a second opinion. Our price, over $5,000 less, without the sales games and for better windows.
At Clear Choice, we believe in honest pricing, no pressure, and quality you can trust.
Don't get pressured into a bad deal. Call us today.
Choose Clear Choice or something less.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. Get crispy tacos for just $1.39 every Taco Tuesday, only at Taco John's.
Where'd you get all this stuff?
At Sportsland at Ace of La Crosse.
That's awesome. I'm going to have to go get some myself.
Sportsland at Ace of La Crosse, your one-stop shop for all your hunting and fishing needs. Stop in today.
We were in the beginning process of figuring out what we wanted to do to remodel 2 bathrooms. It was so helpful to be able to walk into the trailer and feel like you can envision that in your own home.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back. Fentanyl is a growing threat in Wisconsin schools. Districts are fighting back in Wisconsin. Fentanyl deaths grew by 97% in 3 years. News 8 Now's Emily Brown has more on how schools are working to protect kids.
Boxes of Narcan stocked in vending machines in the lobby of the Eau Claire County Jail. It's not the treat you'd expect to see in a snack dispenser, but the rise in fentanyl deaths across Wisconsin has left health officials with no choice.
These resources are available 24/7 to all community members.
In 2023, over 1,300 people died of opioid deaths in Wisconsin. 1,280 of those were from fentanyl. The vending machines are just one weapon in Eau Claire County Health Department's fight in the fentanyl and opioid epidemic.
For over 2 years, we have been able to dispense over 2,000 boxes of Narcan and over 1,000 fentanyl test strips.
And while you might expect to see these types of campaigns targeting folks at the county jail, they're also targeting your child's school.
We're able to provide resources to all of the schools within Eau Claire County, if that's elementary, if that's middle, high school, and even universities.
Because like it or not, the reality of opioid misuse is already there.
I know at least 2 people from my school alone that have seen SAFE, and they've started taking actions to get out of these unhealthy habits of use and vaping and different drugs.
SAFE is a student-led group that focuses on peer-related issues like drug use.
Anything peer-led, it's the best way to reach youth.
They're teaching each other truths of drug use.
How it can affect your brain, especially as teenagers. While we're still developing, it can have awful effects on your development.
We have, a wide variety of different drugs that have impacted our community here in Vernon County.
The Vernon County Sheriff's Office is making the rounds too, talking to schools about fentanyl.
We go into party drugs, what they might see out in the community when they do go off to colleges.
Deputy William Raisler takes his HOPE program to 6 school districts in Vernon County, thanks to a grant from the Vernon County Opioid Prevention and Abatement Steering Committee.
To ultimately have that education on what drugs do and how they can affect their future.
The topic of fentanyl is new to these drug awareness programs, as the U.S. only started seeing its first cases back in 2013.
At that time, it was primarily heroin that included fentanyl. However, within our community, we are seeing more stimulants contain fentanyl.
It's a reality Terry Gullickson knows all too well. Her son Keaton was killed by fentanyl.
He had purchased some cocaine, and unfortunately, the cocaine that he took turned out to be 100% fentanyl. So he died immediately when he ingested it.
It's the silent killer being added to street drugs.
You can't see it, you can't taste it, and you can't smell it.
I was blown away, angry.
When Keaton died, Gullickson wasn't familiar with fentanyl.
I'm sure I heard about it, but I didn't realize exactly what it did to people.
She says programs like SAFE and HOPE are crucial.
I think they need to really push that in schools, that they don't know what they're taking when they take something. It can be in marijuana these days.
Looking back, she wishes she knew the warning signs, but hopes to help parents so they don't have to endure what she did.
Be nosy. I probably didn't check his phone enough. It's important that parents know that their kids are not immune to this, and they're naive if they think their kids aren't trying something.
We have more resources for you on our website, news8000.com. Turning now to our morning consumer news. The government shutdown now in day 42. While the Senate appears to be moving toward a funding deal, the House still needs to vote on it. But even when the government does reopen, Americans could still feel the impacts of the shutdown. Jen Sullivan explains why it could take a while to return to normal.
Peanut butter. They love their peanut butter.
At this Los Angeles food bank, they've seen a surge in people coming for free food since the government shutdown began on October 1st.
They just don't have the money, and they need it. They need to feed their kids.
Roughly 42 million Americans receive food stamps to help pay for groceries through the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program known as SNAP. But because of the shutdown, many November payments were not sent.
It's just not easy at all.
Even when the government opens back up, it's unclear when SNAP recipients like Chantil Manuel will get their benefits. The Department of Agriculture has to send the funds to each state, and the states then have to process it. Furloughed workers may also feel the financial burden for a while. More than 1 million federal employees have gone without pay during the shutdown. Personal finance columnist Jean Chatzky says those workers should contact their mortgage or car lenders if they're worried about missing payments.
Many of these places have skip-a-pay programs or other forms of relief where they'll actually work with you.
And air travel could still be impacted even after the shutdown ends. The FAA has had to gradually reduce air traffic because airports and air traffic controls across the country don't have enough staff to operate. It's caused mass flight delays and cancellations. But even before the shutdown began, there was a shortage of air traffic controllers.
I used to have about 4 controllers retire a day before the shutdown. I'm now up to 15 to 20 a day are retiring.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy warns passengers may still see delays and cancellations even after the government opens back up.
And President Trump is warning air traffic controllers who don't show up to work will have their pay cut. He said that controllers who took time off during the shutdown would be substantially docked. Many controllers stopped showing up to work without pay. That forced airlines to cancel thousands of flights like we've been seeing, and that is now happening here in La Crosse as well. Flights were canceled yesterday. At least 2 are canceled today. All La Crosse flights connect through Chicago O'Hare, which is dealing with major shutdown-related delays.
I wouldn't even consider planning a trip, on a plane.
I would say just get the people paid and let's get back to working normally.
Travelers looking to get out of La Crosse can use Amtrak to get to Chicago or Minneapolis. Visa and MasterCard reached a deal to lower merchant fees, but it could threaten your credit card rewards. That agreement ends a 2-decade dispute with retailers. Stores will pay lower fees and get more power to deny some credit cards. That's a look at your consumer news. We'll send it over to Art. He's got an update on our forecast.
All right, and away we go. This is what we're going to deal with today. We're looking at the possibility of these conditions to warm up gradually. Once again, we're in the cold. We're going to hold on to that and then give way to the sunshine on the way. You're going to give cold and breezy conditions and, of course, some brisk conditions out there as the winds are getting up to 30 miles per hour. You take a look at the flag out there. It's ripping out right now as we get closer to the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock hour. We'll see these winds really begin to pick up and stir up. We'll hold on to Eau Claire, similar conditions where the winds are starting to gradually pick up again. They were a little bit more brisk earlier this morning as we had the possibility of flurries moving through the area. We had about a 17% chance of them getting flurries. 27 degrees right there right now. Feels like 19 degrees. This is what's going to happen. You can see these winds coming out of the southwest. They will continue to work in the area here, holding on to the possibility of breezy and gusty winds. Then we see them taper going into the evening hours. Then they come back again at night. And then once we get into tomorrow, you're going to see these winds back to 30 miles per hour plus in some cases to finish out your day. You're also seeing that you can see a 30% chance that was outside of the region for snow flurries. We're about 14 to about, say, 17%, getting all the way up to areas by Rusk County. They were at 20%. Most locations outside of the region picked up maybe a trace. Other than that, we weren't too happy about that at all. We just got the cloud cover and we got the cold. We'll hold on to less than an inch of rainfall, I should say snowfall, in the forecast over the last 6 hours for us. And of course, you can see that moisture. That's what came by our area from the Twin Cities all the way towards La Crosse. We were expecting that to happen. We also have high pressure slowly but surely starting to build out of the Four Corners region. As it does, it'll start to work its way across the United States and then work into the central portion of our region and then eventually give us some warmer conditions leading into your weekend. You'll be seeing temperatures getting back to above seasonal averages. In fact, we'll call it warm for Saturday, which should be our warmest temperature of the week. We'll hold on to 40s right now as we get into the afternoon, holding on to partly cloudy skies for your day as well. Breezy and gusty conditions to ensue. If you're just joining us right now, you'll see again partly cloudy skies all the way down to Prairie du Chien around 47 degrees. Right back up to La Crosse, you're looking at 48 degrees. You have at least partly cloudy skies, giving way to Osseo, holding on to partly cloudy skies there as well. And eventually we'll see conditions up along the northern tier, getting a high 94. Up by Ladysmith, you're looking at partly cloudy skies of 41 degrees. And once you get into areas by Eau Claire, you'll see 44 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Now that snow kicks out. You see the winds really picking up coming out of the south as we get into the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock hour. As that happens, then we'll see these winds begin to shift. Northwesterly winds coming back again, turning into the southwest, opening up the skies. So we'll see in and out of clouds. We'll be in and out of clouds for the better part of the day as we roll out through the afternoon, taking us to partly cloudy skies. Eventually, clouds come back again once we get into the evening hours. They'll continue to bring in maybe a little light moisture up along Rusk County, possibly all the way down towards Marshfield, and that gets out of the way. We clear out the skies. gradually, but then we go back into the overnight hours, turning into mostly cloudy skies and, of course, increasing clouds with decreasing clouds by sunrise tomorrow, where the temperatures are going to be in the 30s and, of course, limited amounts of clouds by that time by sunrise. And, of course, we won't be as cool, so that means we won't be as cold. So as we get into how this all shapes up over the next few days, we're going to hold on to conditions to play out like this, giving way to temperatures holding on to at least about, say, 48 degrees today, 50 for tomorrow, above seasonal averages by Thursday and Friday, and then warmer conditions for Saturday with a 20% chance of rain. More rain coming in for Saturday night, going into your Sunday with a 30% chance on the ground. Be safe and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Art. Heavy drinking could cause you to have a stroke earlier. How to lower your risk next. And the FDA removing its strongest warning on menopause hormone therapy, what it means for women after the morning sports blitz.
Coming up in the Blitz, highlights from the Packers' slugfest loss against the Eagles in primetime. Plus, hear from Luke Fickell after the Badgers win over the Washington Huskies over this past weekend. Stick around.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Our Renewal by Andersen windows and doors combine quality craftsmanship and cutting-edge innovation, are skillfully installed by our team and backed by industry-leading transferable warranties. For a limited time, take advantage of 24-month interest-free financing and pay nothing until 2028 on your windows and doors. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend. So happy together. And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Now well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Plus, Costco Executive members can get a 1215 members-only incentive.
You have Aunt Pam's dry turkey every Thanksgiving. But don't forget, Arby's juicy deep-fried turkey gobbler stuffed with Thanksgiving sides is here all November. Your move, Aunt Pam.
Arby's, we have the meats. We see you out there making your own kind of magic. From the unique gifts you give to the one-of-a-kind ways you celebrate. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we help make it happen.
It's Mom!
With great prices on what you need for the season. Like all windshield wiper blades, 25% off. Up to $100 instant savings on a new set of tires. Plus double savings for rewards members on select brands. Save even more with consumer rebates.
He's so cute.
Best Christmas ever?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Beautiful, isn't it? Reminds us of why we live here. But when it comes time for this to become this, you can trust that we'll warn you first. First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
Call Hupy and Abraham. They really do mean business.
Welcome to the Blitz. Well, the theme of the night for the Packers was redemption. Green Bay looking to redeem themselves after a bad showing last week at home and a loss to the Panthers and get some payback against the Eagles, who beat the Green Bay Packers twice last year. And if you like defense, this was the game for you. Both offenses with some big-time mistakes early. Here's Phillies. Jalen Hurts loses a fumble thanks to a fantastic play by Edgerrin Cooper to pop it out. Then late first half, Packers looking to get some points on the board, but Jordan Love gets the ball knocked loose, and after a scrum, Philly would take possession. So we're scoreless at half. Eagles would get a field goal to begin the scoring. Then a big fourth down here, but the ball is going to be dropped by Bo Melton in a crucial spot on fourth down. And the first touchdown of the game comes courtesy of Jalen Hurts to Devontae Smith, and what a grab this is, making the play over Evan Williams. Packers get their first touchdown of the game with 5:55 left in the fourth quarter, thanks to another Josh Jacobs rushing touchdown to make it 10-7. Green Bay would get it back late with a chance for a game-winning drive or sending things to overtime, but on fourth down, Eagles make a huge stop, and Philadelphia pulls out the win in a slugfest by a final of 10-7. And how about the weekend for the Wisconsin Badger football team? It had been a long time coming, and they finally knocked off a Big Ten opponent for the first time in 4 years. They took down a ranked team down in Washington, and Sean West, the Badger punter, the leading passer in what was an ugly game, but the win still counts the same. It's a huge weight off the shoulders of head coach Luke Fickell.
It feels really good, let's just say that. And you guys all know what I mean by that. It's, you know, in this game, you don't always get what you think you deserve. And I would sit here and tell you that, like I said, week in and week out, that these guys deserve something because they continue to battle and they continue to fight. And we all know that you get what you deserve. And sometimes you just got to go earn it. And they did an incredible job of earning it tonight.
And one of the big reasons Wisconsin was able to get that win was the play of Mason Posa and Cooper Catalano. And yesterday, the pair recognized for their fantastic play as Posa named Big Ten Co-Freshman of the Week after notching 11 tackles, 2.5 sacks, and a forced and recovered fumble. Meanwhile, Catalano had 19 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack. And those 19 tackles, the most for a Power 4 freshman since 2017. All right, that'll do for the Blitz. Hope to see you back here later tonight.
Looking for extraordinary savings on fine jewelry? Visit House Diamond Jewelers in downtown La Crosse. Save up to 70% off diamonds, gemstones, and gold jewelry during this limited time event. Inventory is going fast. When it's gone, it's gone. Hurry in to House Diamond Jewelers today.
While you're busy, your pup can play all day at Top Dog Retreat in West Salem. Safe, supervised fun with friends, plus plenty of exercise and love. Because a tired dog is a happy dog. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
Since 1946, Coon Valley Dairy Supply has been more than a business. It's a family legacy. We take pride in our reputation of dependability and community impact, built on decades of trust, which is why we offer LS Tractor, your partner in the field, on the ranch, and at home. When you start with LS Tractor's award-winning power, reliability, features, and comfort, you end up staying a customer for life.
Available at the Coon Valley Dairy Supply, celebrating 79 years in business. LS Tractor, start blue, stay blue.
Find happiness. Find something familiar and new. Find connection. Find culture. Find community. Find yourself at the La Crosse Symphony.
Don't miss Songs of Freedom, November 15th, sponsored by Advisors Management Group. Tickets available at lacrossesymphony.org.
Your local Culligan expert helps you take control of your home's water with the world's most efficient softeners and drinking water systems. Culligan also gives you more control of your wallet with a variety of payment options for better water and finances that fit. Contact your local Culligan expert today.
We hear it all the time. A company gives a homeowner a quote for replacement windows. When the homeowner hesitates, they drop the price by almost 50% if they sign today. Makes you wonder why they didn't offer that price to begin with.
They called us for a second opinion. Our price? Over $5,000 less, without the sales games and for better windows.
At Clear Choice, we believe in honest pricing, no pressure, and quality you can trust.
Don't get pressured into a bad deal. Call us today.
Choose Clear Choice or something less.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, skip the mess and hassle at home. Our climate-controlled self-serve dog wash is open 24 hours to keep your dog clean, dry, and ready for their next adventure. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Looking for extraordinary savings on fine jewelry? Visit House Diamond Jewelers in downtown La Crosse. Save up to 70% off diamonds, gemstones, and gold jewelry during this limited time event. Inventory is going fast. When it's gone, it's gone. Hurry in to House Diamond Jewelers today.
The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time.
Cold, breezy, and brisk this early morning with temperatures still in the teens, or at least feeling that way. More about that in just a moment.
Right now this morning, a deal's in sight to end the government shutdown. We'll have the latest from Capitol Hill. And La Crosse could lose its Northside Library. More on the decision being made today. Heavy drinking could cause a stroke 11 years earlier. The study every drinker should know about. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Tuesday, November 11th. Happy Veterans Day to all who have served and are serving out there. It's just about 6:34 a.m. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett over in the Weather Center. He's got big, bold cold.
And it feels that way as you go outside as well.
Day,
you will feel it right through your jacket. Getting into it here as we go into it, cold and breezy and brisk out there as well. Wind gusts getting up to 30 miles per hour plus in the forecast this early morning, giving way to this as you go to the lows. You're seeing temperatures in the 20s and the 30s right now at this hour. So the kids going to school, well, this is what it feels like. You're going to be seeing, again, how it all goes into the afternoon. You're holding on to the morning. The winds will be the strongest in the morning hours going into your afternoon, eventually tapering down gradually, but we'll still see them up to at least 25 to 30 miles per hour. This is what it feels like for the kids going to school this early morning, from 14 all the way up to about 17 to 18 and 19 degrees. As you go into getting your coffee break, you'll find yourself getting into at least some 20s, all the way from 24 to about, say, 28 degrees in the forecast for you, giving way to some clouds coming in from partly to mostly cloudy skies, giving way to some sunshine possibly as we go through the day. So in and out of the clouds, 30s and 40s in the forecast. So we'll get to near seasonal average for La Crosse, holding on to temperatures just to be below seasonal average. You get right back into Eau Claire, still holding on to the cool conditions. You'll see widespread 40s, but the farther south you go, the warmer you're going to be getting. 48 degrees for Prairie du Chien as well as La Crosse, holding on to the possibility of tomorrow's lows only in the 30s. So not as cold, we'll be in the cool. So that means we'll also be picking up temperatures in the 40s and the 50s above seasonal average as we gradually take those temperatures all the way into the weekend, where it'll be much warmer for your Saturday, the warmest day of the week.
Thank you, Art. A breakthrough in Washington last night. The U.S. Senate advancing a bill to reopen the government. As we take a live look at the Capitol this morning, this is where the Senate will be back in session today. The bill still needs final Senate approval and a House vote before it heads to the president's desk. Bradley Blackburn reports.
The bill as amended is passed.
An end to the longest shutdown in U.S. history is in sight.
I think this is a great victory for the American people.
Last night, 8 Democratic caucus members in the U.S. Senate joined Republicans to pass a bill which would fund the government through January 30th. The measure reverses shutdown-related layoffs and guarantees back pay for federal workers. It also incorporates 3 year-long spending bills that include SNAP food assistance funding. Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman on his yes vote to Fox News.
It's the country over the party on this. I can't ever support that kind of tactic to hold our government as a hostage.
But the split has sparked backlash, especially since the deal did not include the Democrats' key demand of an extension of Affordable Care Act tax credits.
Given the fact that, as everybody knows, what the fight was about was health care, it was a loss.
Now some government workers are questioning if the shutdown was even worth it.
What's the point if the subsidies were the issue and that's not a part of the negotiated plan?
Senate GOP leaders say members are discussing the ACA with the promise of a vote sometime next month. But in the House, Speaker Mike Johnson has been non-committal.
I do not guarantee the outcome of legislation or dates or deadlines or anything.
The House is expected to take up the Senate's bill to reopen the government as soon as Wednesday. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
Governor Tony Evers was in La Crosse yesterday urging the courts to protect food share benefits. Nearly 700,000 Wisconsinites, including 270,000 kids, rely on SNAP. The governor blasted the Trump administration.
The fact that they're trying to claw that back, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing for any president. The people that are part of this program deserve 100%.
And Wisconsin processed full SNAP benefits on Friday. The U.S. Treasury later refused to reimburse Wisconsin grocers. State officials are still telling SNAP recipients to keep using their benefits, and businesses should keep accepting them. Happening today, the fate of La Crosse's Northside Library will be decided. News 8 Now's Seth Padilla is live from the downtown branch with the latest for us. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning, Alexandra. And yeah, the library board is considering two options. And those are to keep both libraries open, but cut those hours. Northside would lose 16 hours a week and Maine would lose 4. This also means that 2 full-time staff positions would be eliminated. Or another option is that closing the Northside branch entirely. The Northside Library serves about 10% of total library users, averaging 51 visits a day compared to 695 at Maine. But advocates say closing the North Side could affect other families negatively as they may not be able to travel to those other locations. The meeting happens today at 5 p.m. at this library on Main Street where I am at now. Live at La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you, Seth, and we'll keep you updated with what happens tonight. The Smart Bus, meanwhile, will keep rolling in La Crosse County for at least another year. The county board voting 18-12 last night to add $157,000 to the 2026 budget. Dozens of residents called the service essential for getting to work, school, and the doctor.
SMART is not just a bus service, it's a lifeline. It's the bridge that connects people to opportunity, to healthcare, to family, and to hope. It's about saying to every person in our region, you matter and we will not leave you behind.
Many supervisors said they changed their minds after hearing testimony like that from riders and advocates during public hearing. Board members say they hope this extra time gives them a chance to come together on a long-term solution. On this Veterans Day, several local restaurants are offering free meals to say thank you to veterans and active military members. Hy-Vee serving free breakfast right now till 10 a.m. Blue Moon Restaurant will offer a free meal up to $15 with ID from 6 a.m. to 2. And Pizza Ranch, Milwaukee Burger Company, and Champions Riverside Resort also offering some free meals today. Just show your military ID. In our medical news, a new study finds heavy drinking can cause strokes to happen earlier and be more severe. Researchers defined heavy drinking as 3 or more drinks a day. That's linked to brain bleeds and long-term brain damage. People who drank 3 drinks daily had strokes 11 years earlier than those who drank less. Coming up, Sparta High School bringing a classic workplace comedy to the stage this week. We'll have some of the cast from 9 to 5 joining us in studio next.
Maxwell White Plumbing stands behind every bathroom remodel. With over 700 5-star reviews, we guarantee you're going to love your new bathroom. And for a limited time, offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
The camper. It has been a reliable companion for your family's good times. But after years of use, it is showing some wear and tear. A broken window from an errant baseball, a couch that your dog allegedly chewed on, and an AC unit that doesn't work like it should. It's time to call Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. We have been improving your family's camper since 1970. Call us today and we will make your camper feel brand new. Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. Repair, refinish, remarkable.
Plantar fasciitis feels like pointed, sharp pain. It just hurts all the time. It feels like your foot is squeezing on itself. When I drove past the Good Feet store, I thought, I'm gonna stop in. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet that were personally fitted just for me. Then it was like, okay, this is something special. These make a difference.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Hold on to your shopping carts. Fleet Farm's dropping even more deals to help you prep for Black Friday shopping. Save 30% on all NFL team apparel and accessories for the sports fans on your list. Get 15% off all Pit Boss pellet grills and accessories for your favorite outdoor chef. And buy one, get one 50% off on all games this week. Save yourself some cash and some chaos before Black Friday with great weekly deals from Fleet Farm. And check out all the sales in our weekly ad at fleetfarm.com.
Dental implants are often the best solution to severe dental issues. If you have infection in your mouth, it does cause trouble other places. A lot of people ignore infection for way too long. And when they finally do something about it, they say not only do they like what they did here, but they feel better overall. In the end, you can have a smile you're proud of and a very healthy mouth.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
At
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
We were in the beginning process of figuring out what we wanted to do to remodel 2 bathrooms. It was so helpful to be able to walk into the trailer and feel like you can envision that in your own home.
Well, welcome back. Getting into your morning here. Cold, breezy, and brisk out there this early morning, giving way to that cold air. It feels like you're in the 20s right now, but of course, the skin on the way it feels on your skin, well, the wind chill, it feels like it's in the teens right now. 11 all the way to 18 degrees right now. Holding on to this morning, the lows are in the 20s. You can see widespread. Then eventually, as you get into this beautiful view here, City Cam, looking right out to the river there, you're looking at beautiful conditions. The flag is still kind of moving a little bit. Wind gusts up to 20 to 30 miles per hour this early morning, giving way to up to Eau Claire. You're looking at 27 degrees right now. It feels like it's 19 degrees, and the flag continues to kind of flap from time to time. 10 miles visibility, no fog in place. In fact, we even had some flurries this early morning, but not much got in the way here locally. We'll also be picking up mostly some winds, as I told you about, up to 30 miles per hour. That continues to move through the evening commute and then breaks down. It comes back again later on tonight. Then once we get into the overnight hour, these winds come back again for your Wednesday, where they're going to be back up to 30 miles per hour, this time coming out of the west. And as they do, that means we won't be as cold. So we get into it. You see, we had at least 17 up in Eau Claire to about a 14% chance of snow flurries. Most of that jumped us and went all the way to the outer areas of our region there, and that's where they got a 30% chance. Most of the areas along that 30% chance picked up at least a trace. We also saw some of that move over areas by Richland Center as well as Toma, but nothing was reported as far as any type of snowfall. In fact, we saw it was less than an inch of any type of snowfall hitting the ground today over the last 6 hours, carrying over to all that moisture that was associated with this early morning, getting right into our region from Minneapolis right into areas by Eau Claire, but we didn't get the snow on the ground. Holding on to drier conditions with a high pressure ridge beginning to build, and as it does from the Four Corners region, it'll gradually work its way over to our area as we get into Friday and Saturday, holding on to warmer conditions on the way from 58 to about, say, 62 to 63 degrees in our forecast for Saturday, which should be the warmest day of the week. We'll see warmer conditions in the forecast. You can see that holding on as we go right back into conditions to be a little bit cooler after that as we go through Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We'll also find ourselves with winds out of the south this early morning, and that's what was keeping us fairly mild today as we get into the afternoon. We'll hold on to clouds coming and going with the winds changing later on this evening, going to the, I should say in the morning hours, finishing out, going to the westerly winds kicking in. That's going to push the cloud cover out to the east and out of the region, so we'll get into sunnier skies to partly cloudy conditions. Giving way to this as we get in the 5 o'clock hour, we'll see more of that fog and low cloud activity, not fog, but we'll see more of that cloud cover and rainfall try to get back in by Ladysmith. That's more of a sprinkle or two if it does hit the ground, gets out of the area, heads out to the east, and eventually we're holding on to some clouds decreasing as we go into tomorrow morning. Eventually we'll see more clouds getting back into at least mostly clear skies, cold and chilly, but breezy and gusty winds, but the temperatures will be in the lows in the 30s. So that means we won't be as cold. It'll feel like you're probably in the upper 20s to around the low 30s in the forecast. Plenty of sunshine in the day, as you can see here, going right back into areas for tomorrow. Eau Claire is doing similar conditions with partly cloudy skies on the way. And eventually as we get into the next few days, my friends, we're going to hold on to the possibilities of temperatures rising all the way up into Saturday. 63 degrees on the way, our warmest day of the week, and then it's done. We get back to a 20% chance of rainfall, turning to a 30% chance, and then we carry over to a chance of rainfall for Monday. And then, of course, cooler conditions will ensue with 40s returning back in our forecast.
All right, thank you, Art. New this morning, Sparta High School bringing a classic workplace comedy to the stage this week with a message that still resonates today. We are joined by cast members Maddie and Parker from 9 to 5 the musical to tell us more. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you.
Lovely to see you guys all in character. Tell us a little bit about 9 to 5. What is the story about? What should we know?
9 to 5 the musical is a show that is based on the hit 1980 film with music and lyrics by Dolly Parton. It takes on work inequality in the workplace as well, but our show specifically follows the stories of Dorley, Violet, and Judy, who come into some struggles with their sexist, egotistical, lying, hypocritical boss, Franklin Hart, who I play.
Okay, that's you.
and their fantasies of getting even with him become real, and a comedic kidnapping that they then run the office and make some positive changes.
Okay.
So you're saying it's all about workplace equity. Now, is that still pliable to this day?
Well, of course, yeah, I would definitely say yes. You know, inequality is something that we've always struggled with, and you know, with the show being set back in the 70s, it really just highlights what that was like for them and how it really hasn't changed today. And you know, I think it's really important that high schoolers put on this production because it covers these kind of topics and just really shows that maturity.
Okay, and they are the future generation, right? So important to educate them now.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. And so what has been your favorite part? Tell us a little bit about putting on the show. We'll start with you, Parker.
My favorite part has really been working with the cast, but specifically the three women. Like I said, we talk about some difficult topics here, and there's a lot of difficult scenes, and working with them, it makes it a lot easier, and we've become really close friends. As well, there's another fun element, which if you come to the show, you will see. They hook me up and I get to fly in the air, so it's really fun working through that when they kidnap me as well.
Okay, doing a little bit of acrobatics. We're seeing some footage from the show, from the trailer that you guys sent over to us. There you are. It looks so fun, of course. What about your favorite part of getting to come into this kind of iconic character?
You know, I really think it's fun to really just interpret the role of Dolly Parton and just really be able to mock her body language and just really get that voice down. And I think it's just been so fun to work with all of my castmates and everything.
And you're doing a fabulous job of the voice, yeah.
So you guys opened up this weekend. How did it go?
You know, I think it was amazing. Like, the audience was just going crazy, and you know, I think that personally for me, from the actor perspective, I think that the audience is really what drives the show and really just brings that positivity.
Okay, great. Great to know that you guys are getting some good reception there. Yeah, you have the same thoughts about this past opening weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. It was very positive. Like she said, everything went according to plan, and the audience really does drive this show. It, like she said, their positivity, and the audience was just laughing hysterically. It's a very funny show, so absolutely.
Okay. Awesome. And so when can people get tickets? We've got another opportunity this weekend, right, for the shows. Tell us about that and how we can get tickets.
So this weekend on Thursday at 7 p.m. on the 13th, Friday the 14th, you can see the show at 7 p.m. as well, and then Saturday the 15th at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m.
Okay. And you can also get your tickets online at r.show/BarterHighSchool/9 to 5, or you could purchase them at the door.
Okay, great to know there. And why would you encourage people to attend this production?
I think it's very important, the message that we're trying to spread, and I think that we're putting it on it's very mature, so I think that everyone should come see the show for that specific message. I think it's very important, especially today.
Okay. Any final words you want to add before we head out of here?
I would just like to say to all the veterans out there, Happy Veterans Day.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you both for being here this morning.
Thank you so much.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
During the Black Friday sales event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $400 on select Sealy adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 40 years.
If you have a crack like this, well, you have a problem. Today I'm learning how a cracked wall might mean your foundation is sinking.
It always points towards the area where it's sinking. For example, this corner here, we're down almost a full inch of drop.
Right, so that's going down and that's causing the crack.
Correct. And then this door, they don't even use that door anymore. It cannot open.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
The independent living is really nice because you have your own apartment and it's just like living at home.
Although I thought I was way too young to be moving in a place like this, finding Welcome Home was just like finding a home.
Live your life the way you want to and don't have to worry about all the other chores and insurance and things like that.
I like that we get a balanced meal.
Those little helps really help me to be independent.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. Starting wage for laborers is $21 per hour with a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience but a great attitude? Then apply today. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
Check
out these great deals at Menards. All prices after 11% rebate. Tackle fall cleanup with a 5-pack of paper, lawn, and leaf bags. Just $1.99. An air conditioner cover is only $4.99. Celebrate the holidays with 4-foot inflatables. Just $12.99. Assorted styles of Christmas mats are only $2.99. Hurry! These great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
During the Black Friday sales event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $900 on select Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving lacrosse a good night's sleep for over 40 years.
The forecast is always changing.
It's very important to keep it updated and looking towards the future. I do like 2 in the morning and 2 in the late morning. It's fun because I feel like I'm talking to someone out there and relating myself, the weather, and what they need to know. There's a lot more information on there available, and it's constantly updated, and we're one of the few around here that really updates that constantly with new information.
Online weather updates from First Warn Weather, streaming on News 8000, the app, and 8+. Expect more. The First Warn Weather app. Download it today.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8+. It puts the now in your day. Get it today.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The Sheraton Boston Hotel unveiling its Goodnight Moon Suite. It is a full-scale replica of the Great Green Room from the beloved 1947 children's book. You see several familiar images here. The whimsical room has views of the Charles River, features green walls, red carpet, and a glowing LED fireplace, even a working dollhouse. It's available to book now through February. Welcome back at 6:55. Time for your morning news now. On this Veterans Day, several local restaurants offering free meals to vets and active military. Hy-Vee will serve breakfast. They're doing that right now till 10 a.m. free for vets. Blue Moon Restaurant offering a free meal up to $15 with your ID till 2 p.m. Pizza Ranch, Milwaukee Burger Company, and Champions Riverside Resort also offering free meals today with military ID.
All right, and away we go. Holding on to conditions. Yeah, a little bit on the chillier side this morning to cold. We're going to lose that, give way to some 40s in the forecast. So that'll take us to near seasonal averages. And that means we're going to see widespread 40s in the forecast today. 50s, the mark where we hit at least seasonal averages for us here locally here in La Crosse. We'll hold on to warming conditions right into your weekend. Where Saturday will be the warmest day with a 20% chance of showers, carrying over to Sunday night as well. Possibly more showers on the way with a 30% chance, maybe even into Monday as well.
Little taste of cold, little taste of mild, covering all your bases. Thank you, Art. Thank you for waking up with us this morning. We will see you back here at noon.